Hi there, my name is James Galyon, and this is another in the series of minor miracles. Um, these are just things that some of these are just testimonies, some of these are blessings that have happened to me and my family over the years, and some of them are downright miracles. So let you be the judge of it. It's been about, I think this is about a good 18 years ago. Uh, Went through a dry spell with my little company. I had some bills to pay, and I needed to come up with about $3,000 in about 2 months, extra money to pay these bills. So I was like, no, God, I need you to provide this money for me, and I need $3,000. That's what I need, extra $3,000 to pay my bills. And I got 2 months to go it, so I was gonna let you take care of it now. So I had already laid it out for God just the way He should do it. I planned it out. Didn't want God to have to do any heavy thinking. But I knew exactly what had to happen. I didn't bother asking God, no, hey, what do you want me to do in this situation or nothing like that. I just said, this is what you need to do, God. And no, God had answered prayer for me before and stuff like that and taken care of me. So I figured, I'd just go ahead and give him the information. And I expected that $3,000. I don't know if it was going to drop out of the sky and hit me in the head or just be found in my mailbox but God's going to take care of me. Well, come along, about another month goes by, and I ain't got a single red cent. In fact, now I need $3,500. I'm like, whoa, okay, dear God, I need some money. I need $3,500, because this is some major things going to start going on wrong here if I don't, pay my bills. And doggone it, it's going to be some pretty bad things happening here. But I'm sure you're going to take care of it. I got faith. Yeah, see, smile. I have faith. You are going to take care of me. Oh boy. Yeah, that old faith of mine, it kind of crumbles pretty easy. At least it did then. And it probably does now too. But I'm like, okay, God, no problem. So a couple of weeks go by, and I still ain't seen a dime of this money. And I got 2 weeks to go, and I got $3,500 I got to come up with. And I'm like, it is going to hit the fan if I don't get this money. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Oh gosh, and I'm looking around trying to figure, well, I can do some extra work here and maybe do that. Everything I did was like trying to climb up a muddy slope. And I just slide right back to the bottom before I get started. It just wasn't working. Old Jim Galyon here just wasn't doing it on his own. And I was, I'm not going to talk on it, God. I'm going to get out here and bust my button. I'm going to earn this money one way or another. About another week goes by, and we're a week away, and I ain't got a freaking penny of a $3,500 I got to have. And finally, comes up the day that I think that everything's going to just plumb fall apart. And I say, God, I don't know what I'm going to do. I ain't got the money to pay this bill. I ain't got all this stuff we needed. I needed this for what I had planned. And now it's just, I ain't got it. What happened? I said, God, I can't fix this myself. I mean, I don't know what else to do. All I know to do is just to let you do it your way. And it's almost like God was up there going, excuse me, did you say you were going to let me do it my way? And I'm like, well, yeah, God, yes, of course, I always want to let it do your. But I thought you had it planned out for me how you wanted me to do this. Okay, God. I don't think he's that mean, but sometimes I put myself in these little corners, to where it's like uh, I plan it all out for God, like I know better than the creator of the universe how to fix things. But I was, you get real humble when you got no other place to go. I'd already tried all the good old Jim's fixings here, and I was already exhausted all of what my two hands could do. And they didn't seem to be doing any good. So I got real humble and I said, okay, God, apparently I can't fix this on my own. I can't do it. I can't go and solve the problem myself. I just figured you were going to kind of give me a little nudge in the right direction, and old Jim Galyon was going to go do this for himself. I'll go and find me a job and work it and get an extra job work and get extra money or something like that. But apparently, I'm not going to be able to do this. So I'm going to have to let you do it all for me. And there was a day or so in there that I think God was up there going, huh, really? You sure about this? And I'm like, then sometimes he lets us kind of wallow in our own mess a while to try to help us remember. Because, if suddenly we're yanked out of the fire every time and never get even singed, we won't know, we won't remember it. So he lets us get a little smoky smell in there for a while maybe. But a few days later, I had actually turned it over to God, and I said, I'm praying that you'll provide, and I'm going to let you take care of this because there ain't a thing I can do about it. Not a thing. I can't stop time. I can't do anything about it. Well, a couple of weeks goes by, and I'm just going along my merry way and doing my stuff, and I think it was about a month gone by, and I was sitting there thinking, there was about 3 different things that really had to get done, or the whole world was just about going to come to an end for me. But they didn't. Let me think back here. Now, I had that one. Oh, yeah, that's right. It turned out I didn't really owe that. It was a mistake. Okay, well, that was good, And, oh, yeah, that other thing that came up, I got more time to take care of that, and the person worked with me on it, and now I'm working it off by just doing work for them. And I can't remember what the third one was, but there was a few different things in there that all added up $3,500 that I actually just absolutely had to have done a month ago. And guess what? They were all taken care of. Every single one of them. I'm like, how did that happen? Well, I'll tell you how it happened. I got my stinking stupid hands off of the stupid problem, and I said, God, I'm going to trust you to do it. I actually talked to him instead of at him. There's a difference. We think of God like this. Here you go. God's sitting down there in the living room, reading a newspaper, checking out what's going on in the world. And here you are, bounding down the stairs, hitting about every third step at a dead run to head out the door to go do what you want to do. Said, Dad, give me the keys and $20, and I'm headed out the door. Snatch, I'm going to buy it. He said, son, come talk to me, my child. Come tell me what's going on in your life. Later, Dad, bye. I got something I want to go do. I'm going to go take care of my problem myself. I'm going to go do what I think I need to do without even consulting you. So you're out, you go out, you have your party, you go out with your girl, take her home, 3 o'clock in the morning, you're headed back to the house, and it's pouring rain, and you blow a tire, and you end up in a ditch, and it's half flooded, and you're freezing cold, and you're sitting there going, golly, people are driving by, they don't care, they're not going to get out of their car and help you, you stupid, they don't care, all they want to do is get home to their warm house. You get on that little cell phone, beep, 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 Dad, help, I can't fix it. I have no way out of this. Guess what? Who's going to be the one that's going to come out in that cold weather and that freezing wet rain? It doesn't matter. It's because he loves you. He's going to be the one to pull your butt out of the fire or out of the cold or whatever it is. The thing is, though, we have to let him do it his way. The problem is we usually make things a lot worse on our own by trying to fix things ourselves. And we don't say, God, I'm going to do it your way, and then listen for what he tells us to do. This Minor Miracle series, he's been telling me to do this for 2 or 3 years. I don't know why. He's been saying, write it, get it done. And after a couple of years, I kept saying, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it in a book. I'm going to put it in a book. I'm going to put it in a book. I've had this internet for all this time, thinking I'm going to take this book and I'm going to put it in print and stuff, and everybody's going to love it, and they're going to come flocking to it, and they're going to buy a bunch of my books, and I'll pay all my bills and stuff like that and whatever. No, I don't think that's what God had for me. He wanted me to get this message out. Yeah, I got tons of bills. I got a wife who hasn't seen a doctor in 5 years because we don't have the money for the doctors. We've been trying to raise the funds, and it's been at a standstill. But the one thing God to keep sticking in my head was do minor miracles. He gave me the name of it. He gave me all these blessings and stuff that's going on in it. And you know something? He's going to provide. It may not be tomorrow. It may be next year. I don't know if we're going to be, the lights are going to go out. If we're going to be living in a mansion next week. Who knows what's going on? But the one thing I'm going to be sure I'm doing is wherever I'm at, I'm going to be making sure I'm trying to do what God wants me to do. And believe me, I stray from that constantly. I go over here, I might go do that over there. I don't really want to work on this right now. Right now, it is 2 o'clock in the morning. I should be in bed. But I was like, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to do that. And finally, I got off my butt and I'm doing this book now. So the idea is to, if you have a problem, don't dig your hole deeper. Go and ask God to help you out. Let Him show you what you need to be doing. He ain't going to scream in your ear. Maybe you just need to stop for a minute and think, and He'll put it in your mind what you need to do. But don't just ignore Him, because He's sitting there waiting for you. He wants to talk to you. He wants to sit and have a good conversation. Sit down and talk to him. Hey, God, man, thank you first. Thank you much for loving me. And I want your will to be done. I want what you want done, because I know what you want done is going to be the best for me, because I'm your child that you love so much that you sent Jesus to die for me. So if He loved me that much, then I know He's going to want the best for me. And whatever He gives me to do and whatever He shows me to do is going to be what I need to be doing. So just another little thing that I learned over the years. And I hope you get a blessing from it. And so this is, like I said, another little series in part of the Minor Miracle series I'm doing here. And you have yourself a blessed day.